You know, somehow I always forget she's that buff. What's up, guys? I'm Pencil here, and here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction review to chapter 22 of... I'm so sorry. Episode Nagi, which is known as K. That was actually completely unscripted. That one was genuine. I don't even know what happened. Do I cut that out? I'll probably cut that out. You know, we have so much to talk about, though, because this is probably a longer chapter, because episode Nagi is not the base series, so we cannot waste any more time. Let's hop right into it. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I love him to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. Yeah, I'm not joking. Hold on. Let me run some calculus. Let me use my big gargantuan mathematical brain real quick. Yes, the brain. The brain is Jimmy Neutroning right now. It immediately started Jimmy Neutroning it. Why? Her gains are so immaculate. Like her neck is thicker than some of the Blue Lock players' thighs. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, golly. Like, sweet mother of mercy, y'all. Like, I gotta just respect the straight gains. Like, she could probably bench press 5 of me. And I'm not small. I'm small, as in I'm not that tall. But I'm not small in terms of weight. So, like, golly. I'm just jacked as all get out. Nagi, looking fly. Obviously playing on the phone. You know it's Nagi. You don't really ready for the formal event. I do... That's interesting that the ball's red. But I guess that fits the theming better in general. This guy, I always forget this guy. Like, he's the guy they ended up kicking out, right? From the start of the series. Or start of the spinoff. So, like, okay, that's neat enough. And a security guard. Rayo. I still... A lot of people have Rayo as one of their favorite characters. I still don't get the appeal behind Rayo. Like, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. I get it, but I don't agree with it. Let's go with that. Because I understand it. I somewhat see y'all vision. It may not be 2020, but it's at least like... I'm like 30-20. Like, I get what y'all see in him, but I don't get why y'all like it. I feel very, like... But here's the thing. I like Barrow more. Even though I also don't get, like, the full hype and appeal behind Barrow. Same way I feel about Ray. Just, like, it's just not clicking. It's not clicking. Something will click. Hopefully in episode Nagi. Hopefully before he shows back up again in the main manga. Hopefully something will click. And I'll finally like Rayo. Because he's so important. Like, he's the deuteragonist of this spin-off series. And he's a relatively important character in the main manga, too. So, like, I think I'm legally obligated to like him eventually. Like, I've been gaslit by the series into liking characters I didn't like before. Like, one of my favorite series of all time is Nagi. I didn't like one of the main characters. They are now one of my favorites after a reread. So, like, it wouldn't be the first time, but I've reread Blue Lock before, and I still don't like Red. But regardless, this is a nice little team up, nice little combo. Zantetsu, I don't know why he's pregnant, but it'd be like that when it'd be like that, especially when it'd be like that. I know he'll be a great father, but I'll admit, for our tertiary, yes, tertiary, not tertiary, for our tertiary character for this spinoff, you know, the last member of Team V, it feels like he's gotten basically nothing extra. Like, especially considering what I was expecting from him. Like, I know they don't spend too much time together. A lot of the team dynamics after first selection kind of immediately dissolve because we lose so many characters by the nature of first selection. But man, I really thought we were going to get a bit more with him. And while we do have extra context for his backstory, that was like 15 chapters ago. It's not much. But hopefully... And that's the thing, they just beat him. And like, even in this entire round with Tsurugi, Nico, and Zantetsu, it felt like Zantetsu was basically just a background element on the same level as a Nico. Or lesser than a Tsurugi. And I get it, Tsurugi's the main character we're going to be focusing on. But like... a little bit underwhelmed. But let's hop into chapter 22K. Bah! Nice little goal. Nice scrumdiddlyumptious little goal off of Nagi Sashiro, Chigiri, Chizen, Barrow. Man, like, I don't know. I don't believe in, like, toxic positivity. I don't think you should be happy through everything. But, like, at the same time, I don't believe in toxic negativity either. Barrow, it's okay to be happy, bro. It's okay. You can feel emotions, I swear, bro. No one's gonna call you a sussy baka if you feel emotions, bro. I'm telling you. Please, Baro, please show something other than fury. Like, that can't be good for your health. Like, Baro's gonna live till 40. In a world where life expectancy is reaching 80. Because of his stress. It's like, dog. You cannot let this negativity consume you. I promise you, it's not healthy. But let's see. Team Red, Nagi, Baro, Chigiri win the rivalry battle 3v3. I don't know. It's a consistent pattern in this series that characters just jump on top of each other. Maybe. Then again, I realized I was a lot less receptive to a lot of common, like, ways of affirmation. Like, I don't know about y'all, but for some reason, people were obsessed with slapping the booty meat after anything. Not just success, just like if you completed a task. People were reaching for meat. Bodacious booty meat. I don't even have any. Don't slap me. It hurts. It hurts both of us. It hurts your hand and it hurts me. Don't do that. I never got that. So maybe this is something where I was like, I zoned it out and I discouraged it. But I can't think. But then again, I was also small. So maybe people didn't want to jump on me to like break my neck or something. But that in the booty slap, I never got it. I see it even in like professional sports. Like after free throws and stuff like that, like NBA players will just like, y'all are on live television. It's kind of like how I always in the news, I'm always like, you're on live TV, Ren. You're on live TV, Sagi. Kaiser, you're on live TV. Like, you may not be mic'd up, but you're on live TV. The cameras got you in 1080p HD, bro. They're seeing you. Live streams in the very world. Dog, I don't get it. Can someone explain it? Like, maybe, because I never asked, because I just didn't like it. I was like, please, keep your hands off of me. I don't care if we broke the school record in the 4x1. Get away from me. Do not assault me like that. But let's see. Chigiri, win the rivalry battle 3v3. I overcame my weakness. Yay. I mean, I guess. In a way. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about episode 9. It's the ever-evolving conundrum of like, I know you didn't. I know you, in fact, I know you regress to first selection you. And have refused to wake up from that reality. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm especially looking at it in retrospect with the idea that around the time that Manshine was coming out, I swear episode Nagi had started serialization. So Kaneshiro Sensei had to have this in mind. Why? I still, like, so aggressively sending Nagi backwards. Still doesn't, like, I don't fully get the means and metric behind it. Maybe it is for the greatest comeback arc ever. And, like, in a year or two, let me think. PXG's at least last in a year. I highly doubt we're going to see the end of PXG versus BM in the aftermath by this time next year. We probably at least have another year on that match. So maybe, like, in a year and a half from now, when we get Nagi back and he's reawakened and we get to see, like, him versus Barcha and Bachira awakens him again. Like, maybe I'll see the vision, but right now, it kind of makes reading episode Nagi and, like, all of his stories about developing as his own person, overcoming his weakness, his reliance on all that, it kind of makes it all null and void when I know for a fact that, no, he didn't. He's going to be lazy again. Like, and once again, I've tackled this before when talking about episode Nagi, because it's realistically, I think, the only prequel that I cover on the channel. So, like, naturally, well, prequel coinciding sequel, midquel explains that it's kind of like Lion King 1.5, essentially, where it's partially prequel, partially midquel, partially a little bit afterwards, depending on how you interpret some of Lion King 1.5 stuff. It's weird. But with that being the case, it's in that weird nebulous spot, at least for right now, where it's like, I know how this goes. You can't fool me, kind of show. I know what you're going to do to him. And it makes these moments, which I know are meant to be cool, meant to be fire, just be like, are you sure about it? Like, I keep pressing X to doubt, or I'm like, I wouldn't say that too confidently, buddy. But let's see. Nico, broken. Santetsu, broken. So keep broken, bro. Golly. No, you didn't overcome your weakness. You just forced. Oh, okay. You see, look at that. Me complaining, and okay. So Kaneshiro Sensei knows. Kaneshiro Sensei, they know. Okay. Well, they know. Okay. I'm not crazy. I'm not thinking that Kaneshiro Sensei is really trying to play us. At least through Chigiri, this definitely implies that. Oh no, Nagi. Oh, you're destined for destruction, buddy. At least we know that. Huh? Don't you think I got stronger mentally? Like, in my own way? I mean, no. I don't, like, then again, at least for me, it's hard to quantify, like, mental development. Because I don't have it. No, well, that. And just for the fact that, like, it's hard to tell in short bursts. Like, notably, in retrospect, I can think of times my friends have, like, changed and evolved as individuals. And, like, whoa, looking at you a year from now and, like, reflecting cumulatively on all the experiences over this past year, I can see something must have happened to you because the way you approach common situations has fundamentally changed. Like, I can do that, but, like, in short term, it's really hard to tell mental changes. Like, even if you affirm yourself to make a definitive mental change, I don't know about y'all, I've done that before. It has not worked. Like, it is a process. So, I highly doubt it, but let's see. Huh. That mental strength was just you getting defiant. Ain't gonna change that easily, Pain Man. Okay, so we're acknowledging it. We're acknowledging it. Okay, that's good. Huh? You just got defeated. You just got defiant too, King Passer. Borrow? I'm not one to instigate, but me no, stop. Huh? I only passed in this match. That is a lie. Borrow, I know your truth. Well, maybe in seconds, but no, I know your truth, bucko. I know it. You can't hide from me, Borrow. I've seen the vision, Borrow. My eyes have been open. You're not slick. But let's see. I'm growing. You're slowing. Kinda. Let's see. Yeah, knock it off. We won after all. I mean, yeah, that's true. You had more important things to focus on. Let's see. So, who should we steal? I forget. Do they steal Zantetsu? I think it's Zantetsu. Why is my brain is screaming Zantetsu? But yeah, because I think Nico I forget. Hold on, let me... He reread Blue Lock, he says. Immediately forgets one of the major plot points of Blue Lock. I mean, not major. Like, I don't think anybody... Like, no one... And, you know, of course, this is a byproduct of me hopping into Blue Lock well after the U20 arc completed. Not well after, like, 10 chapters after. And then reading it and then deciding to read it for the channel. But I was lucky enough to, like, just have a straight binge through. So I wonder, at the time where Nagi, Boro, and Shigiri lost, did anyone really think they were going to get got? Like, did anyone think they were actually going to be cut from the roster? I want to know. I wish I could do, like, a litmus test. Or, like, maybe they're, like, forums. I probably go into the Reddit and, like, scroll way back to... But that'd be, like, years ago at this point. U20? U20 is, like, 100 chapters away at this point. That's at least multiple years. But I may have to scroll that far back to see if anyone really bought it. Because, like, there's no way. Let's see. Oh, I want that idiot. Yeah, Zantetsu. Same here. I want a fast guy who we can use however we want. You have Chigiri. I mean, I guess notably, speed is one of the stats where it feels like, in general, you don't necessarily need to worry about doubling down on. Like, and this is weird. This is, like, universal. Like, not just in sports, but in, like, power scaling and everything. Like, you can almost never have too much speed, especially if there are speeds of different types. Like, in the context of Blue Lock in particular, Chigiri is a long-term speedster. Zantetsu is a short-term speedster. They facilitate differently. But with that being the case, they're both speed types. And you may be like, well, you don't want to have two speed types, but not really, though. Like, you kind of always want speed. Because, like, a power type is good, but, like, what if they can't get the ball in time? Like, and I'm trying to, like, my brain is immediately going to, like, a specialty kind of attacker is good, but what if they can't get to the ball in time? Meanwhile, you got speedsters. So I can definitely understand going for the speed double down. Especially considering, like, Nico's just Isagi light, and Saruki's very clearly meant to be inferior. I know that sounds odd, but it's true. Let's see. Oh yeah, me too. Did we actually agree on something for once? It's sad, but it makes so much sense that Chigiri now needs to become the voice of reason. He's like, oh, Isagi's gone. No one to rally around. Fine, I'll take up the role. It makes sense. He's the most logical out of this trio in particular. And it's like... it's funny that Chihiri goes along with that so easily. I guess he's not worried about his role being overplaced. He's already defeated Zantetsu numerous times at this point. There's no real worry that Zantetsu is going to suddenly come out of the clutch and start, like, genuinely cooking him. But still, I don't know. I'd be a little bit like... Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. For the toxic flex, for the flex and all, yeah, I'd invite him. I'd be like, yeah, you're serving me. You do what I say. Inferior speeds. Yeah, honestly, I can say. I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, I still remember when I finally got faster. When I acquired a little bit more speed after my freshman year of track and field. And then I was like, oh, wow. I'm racing with the big boys now. Yeah. I mean, I was excited for myself, but I didn't really, like, look with the people who I used to run with and be like, oh, you're inferior. Because I was legit right there. So, Chigiri grew up with speed. He was born speedy. Call him Bay. He was born in the speed. I merely adopted it. But let's see. Come on, Zantetsu. Huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Is he's kind of the best choice. And look at my brain. I think I remember Zantetsu. Huh? For real? Yes. He's like, well, shoot, I was not ready for this. Well, I figured you'd pick me. I mean, like, I know he's lying, but like in context, yeah. Like, no, the other two kind of aren't needed. I mean, once again, I kind of get, if you want to replace Isagi's role as a facilitator, you get Nico, who seems more acquiescent, but because he's more acquiescent, he can't really replace Isagi. And, like, Tsurugi just, like, out of spite, you don't pick him. Even if he would be, like, arguably the best choice, out of spite, you would not pick him. He's like a giga fusion of Isagi and Nagi. That's what Nagi notices. But, like, yeah. Yeah, he talks smack. You can get smacked down. But let's see. Well, bye-bye. Nico and Fortune Teller Kun. Look at these creatures, these animals, these demons. We're going on ahead. Yeah, that's. I mean, you earned it. Like I came in not this is the kind of time where you flex. You show off a little bit. You show off a little bit, a little something soft, a little something nice, a little something sweet. You be like, go ahead, stay behind. Oh wait. It's not like you had a choice in the matter. Yeah, you flex. You do a little bit of flex. Some soft flexing, some light flexing. I get it. Tsurugi, you gonna tweak out? Gosh darn it. Why? What were we missing? My fighting method. My data. What was it? I mean, like... You know what my big thing is? This is just like a thing in general. But obviously I get why it happens for like the audience's sake. I guess you could do it like internally. But whatever. If you do have counter strategies built for them, why would you tell them that? Like legit, I would, and maybe this is a testament to like me not being sportsman-like or anything. But like, if I had a plan to beat people, I'm not telling them that plan exists. I'm just doing it. And if they figure it out, then oh well. But like, Tsurugi, you snitched on yourself, bro. You gave them your entire philosophy. You laid out exactly how they're going to play, pointed out that this is their fundamental weakness, and said, haha, you're trapped in it. Duh, like, that's like coding something, there being an error in the code, and then the person who's supposed to review your code is like, I see, you're inferior. You didn't notice that your code mistake is right here. Now, I'm going to... fire you can't fix this code, and then you just fix it. Because, like, of course you do. You now know where the error is. So you just fix that. Like, now what are they supposed to do? I don't know. I never get it. It happens all the time where, like, antagonists will just snitch on themselves. They'll be like, yes, I've been studying you for the past 1,000 years, and I'm prepared for you perfectly. You say you have this tendency, this tendency, this tendency, and that tendency. And then the protagonist is like, I didn't notice that I had this tendency, and that tendency. Neat. Let me just not do that. Come on now. Let's see. It means those guys surpassed your data. Which is true. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the simplest way to put it. Or, like, just worked around it. Like, notably, you could argue none of them really surpassed it. They just used it differently. Because the data is so specific. Which is it's still something. I keep saying it, but I'm going to keep hammering it in. Because I'm very interested to see how Kaneshiro says he's going to do it. Once we get to the World Cup arc, what is the data analytics going to look like? What are those meetings going to look like? Are we going to get Reo, Rin, Isagi, and Nico all in the battle room, in the war room, breaking down tactics, reviewing footage, explaining everything? I don't know. I'm excited. But let's see. Huh? No way. There's no way such a convenient miracle of a person is in a place like this. Well, he said those guys, plural. So it's not an individual person. I'm like, dude. Like, you do know, like, you're in Blue Lock. I'm not kidding. Let's see. That's the answer. Someone miraculous who can't be boxed in by data. Such a person will be born here in Blue Lock. We misjudge that, which makes us the fool. Ain't that something? But you know what the funny? I don't know. Once again, I haven't played a Persona game in my life, but I do find it always hilarious and interesting that at least from 3 onward, we are the fools, the ones able to walk down our own path, willing to rebel against fate, the gods, even the wills of mankind. Because what is a fool meant to do, other than wander on their own way? So in a way, and here's the funny thing: we know Tsurugi and Nico both survived this. Nico goes to be a starter on the U20 team, and then Tsurugi is just sitting on Manshine, likely to be dropped immediately. But still, the idea that both of them made it past this goes to show that their fool's journey lived on, at least for now. And Nico's is pretty much guaranteed to live on. Like, I don't think Nico's dropping out of the top 23. Like, he's kind of too much. We don't have any other defender. We can't just rely on Aiku, gosh darn it. And I know you're going to be like, what about Aryu? What about Aryu? Huh? 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 What about Aryu? No, but, like, legitimately, Nico's kind of necessary. Tsurugi, he's likely getting dropped. But the fool's journey still is never-ending. Ironically enough, our fool's journeys only end when we end. So, interesting. Let's see. No! 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 If we don't change our fundamental thinking, we won't be able to go any farther. Chigiri-kun, Nagi-kun, Baru-kun, Nisagi-kun. I've got to become an egoist who defies common sense like them. What's so bad about being a fool? Yeah, see? Yeah, that's the thing. It's not, like, I get, from here on out, I'm gonna be fool. Here's the, you know what the sad thing is, though? And maybe it'll change. But once again, well, as much as I like this moment, it's so undermined by the fact that he just becomes an accent piece. I guess because he changes his mindset about it in the U20 World match. Like, I guess. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, because he changes his mindset to be like, oh, I actually like defending and crushing all the strikers and waiting. But, like, I guess that it fits. It fits. You're going to be foolishly reborn. But, like, considering what he says here, I've got to become an egoist who defies common sense like them. He just gives into common sense. Like, it's like Nico, he follows Baro, but he never really breaks away from being a follower. His ego never truly develops individually enough to stand out on its own. It's always a part of other egos. He's always a follower. And it makes, ironically enough, it makes Nico one of the more tragic stories of Blue Lock, where he's inferior in every way to at least one type of character in one role he plays. He's not as good as a defender as Aiku. He's not as technically smart as Isagi. He's not as good of a facilitator as a Corona or a Reo or not anyone else. But like he's just not that guy. Unfortunately, despite how much I like Nico and I see potential for his character, it feels like kind of Shiro Sensei is just like, well, I kind of already have multiple smart Metavision users who all have cooler designs and more interesting backstories. I'm actually willing to drop in the manga, not in light novels. Sorry, Nico. Like, that's the thing. I feel bad for bro. It feels like he's gonna be forever trapped in limbo. He's gonna be there, undeniably. He's done enough to be there. But what he's going to do there, I'm smelling basically nothing. It's sad. It's sad to say. I don't like that I have to say that, but like, I don't really. It's one case in Blue Lock where I don't really see a vision. If you know what I'm talking about, like a lot of like notably, as much as I've been on Nagi's case, as much as I've been so deep on Nagi's case about his hard character regression, Reo's hard character regression, all that, I can see a vision. I can see a light at the end of the tunnel where they are reborn. He's not Nico though. I don't know. I think he's just too tertiary, too. I want to say quaternary, but like he's just too far gone, which is unfortunate, very unfortunate. But let's see. Iko Nico, Reiji Hiragi, return to 2v2 stage. All right, we're back in the 4v4 room. Huh, back for revenge. I mean, yeah, I guess. Next time we win, we'll clear the second selection. We're gonna do it this time, you guys. Oh, look at Baro. See, there we go. Positivity. Baro, did that hurt? Is your soul okay? Are you lost in the darkness now, bro? Like, what was wrong with... Where... I don't know. And maybe because, like... I guess that's the thing. I'm not necessarily... I guess I come across as, like, exceedingly positive. I just feel realistic most of the time. I do believe you want to err more towards the side of positivity. I think negativity is something that, unless you need to actively address in your life, you probably should try to avoid at most costs. Because, once again, we're not just social creatures. We're also mental creatures. So, ultimately, you can simultaneously be your greatest asset and your worst enemy, depending on how you let your mental run you. Because, to be fair, there is a subconscious. which you, as the conscious mind, whoever you are, is not entirely separate from. The subconscious influences the conscious, just as the conscious influences the subconscious. But the subconscious part of you, that voice in the back of your head that tells you certain things, you can adjust it. At least you can try to. And I always say try to err towards the side of positivity. Don't be like Baro, y'all. I mean, be like Baro in this instance where you're confident you're going to win. And, of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't use negativity to fuel positivity. I also do believe that you should be more than willing to take negative energy such as fury, sadness, rage, aggression, and, like, turn that into something positive, funnel it towards something good. But don't be like this. Just don't be like this, everybody. But let's see. Enough ideology and philosophy with pencil. Let's go. Oh, okay, Chigiri, tweak out then. You guys lost here before? Yes. Did you? Oh, well, I guess he wouldn't know. Yeah, he wouldn't really know. Yeah, we had Isagi on our team, but we lost. Ren's team advanced, but we got sent back. Isagi was here, but they lost? I understand. He's like, what? Ren is amazing. Really amazing. I see. Yeah, I guess that's true. Because notably, since we follow Isagi so much, we have so much direct exposure to Rin, and Rin's consistently being, like, shown off. But relative to a lot of the other Blue Lock players, yeah, they haven't really encountered Rin. Like, they saw him tweak out earlier. But, like, they saw him tweak out, what, right at the start of second selection? And that was it. And then they were scared of him because he got the first spot. They don't really have much interaction with him as a person yet. So I guess that does make sense that there'd be like a general mystery about Blue Lock's number 1. But let's see. In any case, this is our second time, right? Right! So we're gonna win! Alright, look. Yeah! Now this is something I support. I do remember aggressively flexing towards each other. especially after you win a meet and you're like all tweaking on the bus ride back. Like, yeah! the screaming, the yelling, the flex, absolutely. Especially the throwers. The throwers would start throwing people. Admittedly, I was small, but I was not small enough. I was not that I wasn't a distance runner, so I could not be thrown around by the throwers. But especially if they did good that meet, they'd start launching people. So I understand the flexing. Let's see. So what do we do for the next opponents? That's a good question. Why not just pick some small fry? Shigiri, no! It's gonna be tough to win our way back if we lose again. Really? Is it though? Who else do you struggle with? I guess they just don't know because there are too many unknowns, and risking it probably isn't worth it. I'll give them that. I'm gonna say, like, really? Is it really that deep? But they don't know. Just like Zantetsu doesn't know about Rin. In this context, they don't really know about whatever else has been lingering. And heck, they could run into Shido. who was a low tier lingering around. So like, or no, a high tier linger around in the low tier. So yeah, they're smart to try and go for the small fry, but Shigiri, I expected better from you, bucko. Let's see. But since they've all won their matches, there aren't any small fry here, right? I mean, they could have lost and come back. You never know. Yeah, but nobody's gonna be on bottom lashes on bottom lash and oh, okay. I was so confused. No one's gonna be on bottom lashes Rin level. I don't care either. After overcoming our weakness, we've got this in the bag. Oh, Bar. Oh, Bar. Oh, dear foolish king, do I have a story for you. But let's see. Then I want an opponent that gets me fired up. Okay, Nagi. See, where is he? Where did this go? Where did this go? This is why he was my favorite. Like, notably, admittedly, this is something that I will be completely honest with. I was never the smartest, the fastest, the strongest, none of that. But I always, from the day I was a youngin', from the day I achieved consciousness on that staircase, I always did like the fever, the passion, the intensity of conflict between two rivals. I don't know, something about it always got me fired up. As long as we were comparable in skill, I loved it. It could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be psychologically, it could be in a direct debate format. It's why I love fighting games to this day. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good Kingdom Hearts, a Final Fantasy VII Remake, a Hollow Knight of sorts. I know you can mod Hollow Knight and like do multiplayer, but like, so I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But there's something always different about knowing either A, hopping online and realizing there's another whole human being on the other hand, and we're competing for supremacy, or even better, sitting with people I actually know and going band for band and bar for bar. That gets me fired up. Of course, you run into people who you're weaker than drastically, and then you can't get into the flow state, and you run into people stronger than you drastically, and you can't get into the flow state. But when you do, it's addicting. At least it's been for me. So this is why, maybe that's why Nagi was my favorite, because I identified with his ideology of like, yeah, I want to do things that make me excited. Like, things that bring me the fever. Like, things that will get me fired up and locked in. That's what I want to see most. That's what I want to fight the most. Yeah, of course. Something that will actually push my limits. Some of the best matches in fighting games I had were against my friend who's at an equal skill level to me. We pulled out tech, landed combos, we only did in training mode, we did everything and just got better progressively as players by playing against each other on a similar skill level. I only became the 4th fastest person on my track team after having 3 rivals. 3 rivals where we were all comparable and had slightly different specs. Some of us were taller, some of us were shorter, some of us had better starts, some of us had worse starts, some of us had better kicks, some of us had worse kicks. I was, for reference, especially in the 100-meter dash, I had a horrible start, but my kick was devious. Back in the day. I was a much younger man then. I barely was even a man then, back in high school. But regardless, I can understand that feeling for Nagi. But I guess, you know what, maybe I'm similar to Nagi in that sense too, where I was kind of like, I don't run track anymore. I'm not going to do that. But I guess I do chase it in different ways, just like Nagi chases in different ways. So maybe I do still identify with Nagi, but just the character regression, man. I just can't get over that. At least not yet. Once again, give it a year, 2 years time when Nagi's finally reawakened, whether it be in episode Nagi or in the main manga, and then I'll be singing his praises again. And I'll be talking about how the downfall of Nagi and Manshine is the best thing this league ever did. Don't worry. I promise you I'll switch up. It has happened before. It will happen again. I'm admittedly bad. I know a lot of people are like, no, once I make a decision, I'm sticking to it. Not me. If I was wrong, or my thoughts change, I'm switching up immediately. What's it? Nagi, you've changed. Huh? Really? Is it weird? Well, yeah, I guess relative to Zantetsu's perspective. Nagi, who never cared about challenge before, now finally desiring it. Nope. It's cool. See? It is cool. It's fantastic, Nagi. Why'd you have to regress, Nagi? Why did you have to regress? But let's see. Thanks, Zantetsu. Okay. The trap. Into the motion. Into the score. Man, that kind of flexibility is crazy. It's what there are 2 things to me that are always extremely impressive. And it's gonna be completely weird because I guess they're both technically acts of physicality, but obviously they're somewhat different. Very different. People who can control their entire body in ways like Nagi does, the ability to maneuver yourself through the air, through just general 3D space in the way that Nagi does, insanely impressive to me. I can't fathom it. I don't get it. I respect it. It's amazing. It's cool. It's awesome sauce. Do not get it. It is next level stuff to me. Fantastic. The other thing, singers. When they start hitting notes and holding them, it is simultaneously the most amazing thing and most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my days. Ever. Like, I saw a play recently, a musical, and there was this one person in that musical who this woman hit a note so high, I could hear it. Especially since I used to act in musicals, I always love to listen and be like, okay, are you breaking? But she did not fumble once. There was not a crack in there. And then she went a pitch higher, and I swear, while my ears started bleeding, it was bleed of joy and respect and amazement. Those are the 2 most amazing things. Either be completely next level physically with full bodily control, or be able to control your voice that well. Those are the 2 things for me. So I gotta put respect on Nagi's name just for that, because that's impressive. Let's see. Something's different. That Hiragi guy's traps and shots were so cool, I was copying them. But that's just how he uses his body. Yeah. And that's another thing I'm down with. Always steal tech. I know a lot of people are against it. Like, you should have your own playstyle. You have your own fighting style. I steal tech all the time. Heavens forbid we play the same. I'm stealing it. It's our tech. It's our meta. It's our fighting style. I have no shame in the game. I'm like, that was an interesting combo you did there. Mind if I write that down? And I do that in all walks of life, too. Like, if I see someone doing something that I need to do, but they do it more efficiently, I do that. If I see a type of discussion format or editing style or phrase or form, I take it. I do not care. So I don't even blame not. Take it. If you like it and it seems like it works cool or better than what you do, take it. Let's see. Maybe don't follow me in that way of life. Don't do that. But I'm not sure what the general philosophy is on like taking other people's styles and adapting it into your own. Let's see. There's gotta be a way to move that feels better to me. I can fight on my own without Reo or Isagi now. That's the feeling I gained. So next, your weakness is that you're a prodigy and therefore ignorant. Yeah, lack of experience. I want a body and mind that let me fight on my own. Oh, you did, didn't you? You did, didn't you? You did, didn't. Let's see. I want to know more about soccer. I don't have enough knowledge to beat Isagi. I want techniques that let me fight Rinitoshi. I want to leave proof of my existence. Shido, is that you, my boy? Nah, I'm kidding. I want a new weapon. Where did you go, Nagi? Where did you go? Where did you go, Nagi? You were so weak. Where did you go? Let's see. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time. We're gonna see him get to sweet. Okay, Kaneshiro Sensei. How much chapters left? How much? Okay, we got half a chapter. Kaneshiro Sensei, please give him something here so we can finally give him something in the main manga, bro. He's been filler. Please, Kyojin cook. Okay, and there's K, the title of the chapter. Okay, golly, that's a nice clean visual though. I love the way both Nomoto Sensei and I speak so rarely in episode Nagi that I will never remember this mangaka's name. But out of respect for them, I'm going to look it up. Blue Lock episode Nagi artist, because they're close. They're very close to the Nomura style, but I can sense it. It's in my bones. I can feel it being slightly different. But let me see. Illustration Kota Sonomio Sensei. Sonomio Sensei. The way that Sonomio Sensei and Nomoto Sensei both use the white backgrounds, they remind me heavily of Bleach, which I know sounds so crazy, like elite, especially as a guy who only read Bleach last year. But the way they utilize it and the contrast of the characters themselves, I think it's always wonderful, because they do backgrounds. Don't let Nomura Sensei and Sonomio Sensei fool you. They can and will do backgrounds, but they do a wonderful job of incorporating the white page. They really use the medium of manga well, and I think sometimes that gets lost in the anime, but sometimes the anime translates it. Let's see. Okay. Huh? What? I wonder why are you fully kitted up though, bro? Why are you dressed like this? Let's see. What's with this pipsqueak? Move it, white-haired beanpole. Where did all this attitude come from? You are not like this in the main manga, bro. You are way more complacent than the main. Where? You know, I'm predicting that Kyora's gonna get an ego check already. I can smell it, because he's not like this in the main manga. What happened, bro? Did Nagi bully you too? Let's see it. Move it, white-haired beanpole. Huh? I was using this room first. Still in my court? Is this a mugging? Are you a delinquent? Yeah, I can see it. I can see the vision. No worry, Nagi. You're not alone on this. I see the vision, Nagi. I see the vision. White-haired beanballs. That is pretty. This is mine. Move it. Oh, okay. So Kiora gets humbled. I can tell. If he's talking this devious to a guy he just met, he definitely gets humbled by the time of Neil. He's just like, let's see. What's with tiny extortionists? Why is everyone small? I mean, well, Hiyori's 6'1". Never mind, Hiyori's not small. But for some reason, Corona and Kiora both being small. Are all the K's small? I'm trying to think of another K character. It's not coming to mind. There's another one, and I bet the Kurousu's tall, though. So it's not consistent. But both Corona and Kiora, they're both noted to be tiny. Let's see. Huh? He moves so nimbly. He's good. A battle, huh? When you lose, get lost. Oh, okay, then lock it in? That's my line. Ooh, okay, square off then. Twin auras. Ooh, these motions, they're buttery. Weave. Okay, so he's got the quick 2-touch pack. But look at Nagi with the motion. Smooth class. Can you do that? Is that legal? Is this tech? Is this tech from a football? Is this tech that I don't know about? When was this added to the meta? I don't know. Can someone please? Is this tech? I'm genuinely bamboo. Is this tech? Is this legal? Bro started handstanding and body slit. What the heck? Is this thumbnail material? Let's see. What's with this guy? Even on his hands and knees, he won't fall down. He's tiny, but darn. I don't know. Maybe because I was thinking about breaking the. No, I'm tiny. I promise. I'm definitely small. Don't worry. I'm literally 3 feet tall. Don't worry about it. I was about to break character. Let's not do that. I'm still me. I'm tiny too. But darn, bro, stop talking about tiny people like that. His body's crazy strong. Okay. Smell you later. Yeah, he's gonna get humbled. What did Nagi do to him? Now I'm just intrigued. What did Nagi do to him to beat the confidence out of him, beat the personality out of this man? Because Kyora's been a wall in the main narrative. What did he do? Smell you later. Wait a minute. I'm not. Hey. Oh wait, it's this dude. I don't know his name, but he was hyped a lot. I think. I feel like he's hyped a lot by the fan base. Hey, Kiora. What are you doing here? We reserved the practice room next door. It'd be like that. Wouldn't it be like that? Especially would it be like that? It's happened to me before where I just walked into the wrong room. I don't blame him. There have been times, especially back in my college days, there were times where I would like walk into, especially early in the semester where I didn't have all my classes memorized. I would like walk into a room, go through an entire class, only to realize like halfway through it, wait a minute, this is not my class. So I can understand that. Huh? Oh. This pipsqueak got mixed up. Of course. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Our Kiora jumps to conclusions. Here's your ball. Or that's what you think. Yo. We gotta throw hands. You can put me in the detention room. We got a box. We got a box right. No way you're gonna bamboozle me like this. Bamboozle me for free? For free? Live on camera? Nah, I know they're not on camera. But really, bro? Nah, the switch up is insane. But bam! No, don't tell me he scored. Seriously? This guy too? Nah. Were you scared? What in the world? Yeah. I know a lot of people are like into forked tongue. Not my thing. Then again, I also just don't like snakes. Maybe that's just me. A lot of people really. I think it's Medusa's fault. I think it's the recontextualization of Medusa. People really like forked tongues and snake aesthetic. I'm not. I don't know. Call it the years upon years of evolution. I do not like snakes. I am not into that. No. Put that thing away, you freak! Sorry, that came from a core. That was barely me speaking. That was somebody else. Let's see. That was the avatar. That was the previous lives and me slipping out for a second. Yikes! His tongue is. See, even Nagi's like, why are you like this? Oof! What the heck are you doing, Himisu? Picking on small fry. Dog! But wait, we're getting this is an interesting matchup. We're getting Kurousu and Otoya versus but they win, right? How did Kurousu? Well, then again, I guess maybe the rankings were all screwy anyway, and there's like first selection taken into account. But how do they end up higher rated than Nagi if Nagi has to beat them? I don't know. Let's see. Picking on small fry. It's something weaklings do. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? I know your truth, Kurousu. I know your truth. You can't hide the truth from me. I know you. I know your truth. You devious individual. Are you setting them up for a third fake out? Let's see. You dunce. Nin. Get a personality, bro. Please. I know he's canonically descended from ninjas. Like, kind of shows they actually confirm that. Like, external material. I don't care. Bro. Please. Get off Bachudo's back, bro. Help him. But let's see. He's the one who started it, though. You liar! Double tongue? I mean, yeah. Sorry, our pals are such jerks, Snow White. Yo, wait, Nagi, I know you'll lose. Throw hands with all. Even Otoya. He hasn't done anything yet. Throw hands with every last one of them. You're calling me a Disney princess, white hair beanpole, bouncing bouncing balls on me. We got a box. It's a law of nature. I'm just doing what needs to be done. It is a absolute truth, and it's not my fault. Everything that happens from this point on is not my fault, bro. You gotta whoop them, Nagi. Well, you lose to Kiora. He must be a real bungler. Yeah, for real. Huh? You guys want to go? Ninja. We're not beating. That we've lost. We've lost every single. We're not beating the boy love allegations. I always hint at we're not beating the boy love allegations. What is this? What? How am I supposed to explain this is peak? Peak every month? Peak every week? How? What am I supposed? Borrow? I know you know what? I know I just went on like a whole talk about positivity and the importance of it, and that you shouldn't let yourself be steeped in negativity, for negativity can corrupt. And you don't want to be corrupted by your negativity. If anything, you want to use it as fuel. Use your negativity right now, as fuel to absolutely drop kick all of them in the throat, bro. You need to get your get back now. Borrow? I know I was telling you to be calm earlier, bro. Tweak out right now. But let's see. What the heck is up with these pain in the butt delinquents? Do it again. Why are y'all like this? All right. Let's go train. One more win and we clear this thing. True. We ain't got time to help with a hopeless loser like him. You idiots. Yeah. I want to crush them. Okay, see, Nagi, you're so goated, bro. You're so goated. Why are you? He's gonna be my favorite. He's gonna be my favorite by the end of the series. It's gonna happen. Nagi come back as real. Nagi come back as canon, and he's gonna be my favorite by the end. But man, these are some growing pains. These are some straight growing. I feel like this is exactly how I'd feel about certain characters from Maki if I hadn't read the manga all at once. I'm telling you. Golly, but look at bro, tweak it out. Good, Nagi, tweak out in every way you can. I was just looking for opponents that get me heated. Want to fight us? You delinquent punks. Okay. Wow, that's it. I thought there was more chapter. All right. I forgot to draw at the beginning. It's not peak every week. I forgot. And it's every month. That was so weak. I guess it maybe isn't peak. No. That was also, whatever. Chapter's worthy. I like this chapter a whole lot. Got me reminiscing about the past. The early days when I was a younger man. When I was a much younger man. Also, it just really has good character writing, good character dynamics. Of course, I did have my mentions with issues about certain characters, like the whole Nico discussion I had, and the whole idea of like speedsters and stuff like that. But still, this is a really good chapter. I think it sets up this four-man team well and explains that they're all deviants, which I think is important for setting up them being proper antagonists. I'm interested to see how this match plays out, though. Once again, canonically, we know that Nagi wins, and they take Kiora. So, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to play out. This is going to be an interesting match. So, I'm quite excited. However, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave... leave get back. Just get back in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month to get things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include live reactions to every other series I review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. And if you want to make a one-time donation or a one-time video request, the link to my Ko-Fi will be in the description down below. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Dagger the Pencil, writing off. I would like to give a thank you to all $3 members: O'Connor Plays, Greyhound, Atkins Void, Astro, Eternal Flame, Querencia Atala, Red Wolf 4765, G Prosper, and Paris Arnold. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Steron, Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Marcus, Kevin, and Igneo. And I'd like to give a big old thank you to our $7 members, Autumn Mornings Lazo and Sick Addiction. And I'd like to give a big old thank you to our $10 member, Robbie Uchiha. And I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our $10 patrons, Panda Goat, Joaquin, and Idemokami. And I'd like to give a gargantuan scrumdiddlyumptious thank you to our $25 patron, ChinaDoll09. And I'd like to give another gargantuan gargantuan I have no idea what that word. Thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.